As you travel down Winter Lake Road, heading towards Lakeland, halfway between Spirit Lake Road and the Sheriff's Office, off to the right, there's a building that just continues to grow and continues to grow. It's called All Saints Academy, and they're doing incredible things, whether it be known for their athletics, academics, or just last year we did something with them on their theater program. But All Saints Academy is a wonderful school here in Polk County, and always giving back to the community. And they've got another program going on, and joining us in studio is Ryan Walsh. Ryan is the academic dean at All Saints Academy. And Mrs. Jeannine Wright, she's the director of student life at All Saints Academy. Guys, how you doing today?
Doing great. Thank you.
Wonderful, thanks.
So for the folks that might have never seen it, what exactly is All Saints Academy?
All Saints Academy is an independent school, and we're really the only independent school in the area. We have an affiliation with the Episcopal Church. But it's a pre-K through 12 school with a focus on the liberal arts. What did I miss?
Not much. Sounds great.
And there's always construction going on there too.
Yes.
Whenever I drive by, it's a new building going up somewhere.
We just finished the Barnett Learning Commons, which houses 4 science labs. The 6th grade wing. It also has our new English classes in there. It's a very exciting building. And our college counseling is also in there.
And state-of-the-art athletic facilities. Yes. I know that our sports marketing program uses the basketball field house for a lot of basketball that comes into town.
The AAU.
One of the programs we're here to talk about today is NuVu, and reading the pre-interview, it looks really cool. For the folks at home, what exactly is NuVu?
So NuVu was started by postgrad students from MIT and Harvard, and they operate out of Cambridge. And we have a partnership with them, All Saints Academy and Florida Southern College. And the idea is that they bring in experts from fields, say like Tony winners and Grammy winners, video game designers, and these folks come in and they actually work with kids on different projects under certain themes.
In the learning process, it's a proven fact that if students are able to see, taste, touch, feel, they learn at a greater rate. Is that kind of how this works, by bringing people in like that? Or?
Absolutely, it's all hands-on, and so the instruction happens as it's needed, and so students are working on things like art and robotics and science, technology, English, math, history, all of their different subjects almost at once in order to problem solve.
So for the NuVu session, when's it going on? When's it happening? What's the time frame that we're looking at?
So it's during the summer, and it will be at Florida Southern College, and there are two-week studios. The first one is from June 10th until June 21st, and then the second one is from June 24th to July 5th.
Now, something that he said earlier was, there's some pretty heavy hitters, people that have had success in their specific field. I got a chance to take a look at some of the folks coming in, and wow, who are they?
Right, this summer the kids can create their own music, and they have Josh Randall, who is one of the designers of Guitar Hero and Rock Band, to be working with them.
Of which I think every kid has.
Yes.
I think my dog has even played that.
They also have David Wang, who's a rocket scientist, and he can help create the robots that they're going to use in their arts. Because the theme this year is art, music, film.
Yeah, interactive music and art. Yep.
So wonderful.
Yeah. And who else do you have coming in?
Let's see, Sean Stevens. He's works at NuVu up in Cambridge. We have Dr. Zose Brooks, who's a robotic life group and media lab specialist at MIT. Ryan Wiscourt, who's a robotics, media arts, and sciences at MIT, and he has developed the Mars rover technology for NASA. And then we also have Seamus Hefferman, who's one of the comic artists. He actually has his own line of comic books.
Okay. Now, you had mentioned earlier that with this, it's a partnership with with Florida Southern. Talk about, I mean, you guys have high academic standards as it is, and when you form a partnership like this with a local university, it's kind of a plan for excellence, if you would.
Absolutely. I mean, Florida Southern's been phenomenal. We're actually working toward perhaps being able to offer some college credit for something like this during the summer. But, you know, one of the things that it's enabled us to do is to work more closely with some Florida Southern professors who've been spending some time on our campus, and certainly during the program in the summer, with some of the folks that Jeannine just talked about. The Florida Southern professors will be working with students as well. So they get that exposure to not only some of the rock stars of, say, like the science and tech worlds, but they also get exposure to really some real-life college professors.
Let's talk a little bit about who's eligible. I mean, this isn't just strictly for All Saints students. This is countywide,
right?
Virtually Central Florida wide.
Starting at age 11, all the way through high school, correct?
Mm-hmm. Up to 17.
Yeah, and they go. It's an amazing program to see an 11-year-old group up, build a robot, build a remote control car that shoots, you know,
like Nerf missiles.
Nerf missiles.
Exactly,
it was an
exactly.
amazing experience, and everyone's engaged, and they go from 9 to 4 every day of the week, Monday through Friday, and they're just engaged, and they want to learn. They want to be on that computer. They want to accomplish something great.
It's like the ultimate high-tech summer camp.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and they don't even know they're learning.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the beautiful thing about it. You know, talk about how this program would shape a child, would shape a child's future.
It's amazing because, I mean, one of our concerns, I think, at All Saints, and we share NuVu's concern in this area, is that students are afraid to take risks, and that they're afraid of failure because of grades, and they're afraid so much so that they're not as creative as they possibly could be. And so a program like this, where you have coaches really working with students on the level of discovery and figuring things out with them, it really opens up doors for students in the realm of creativity and risk-taking. And what we're hoping is that we're building critical thinkers, but we're also, you know, allowing students to be creative in ways that they might not ever consider because they're afraid of getting a bad grade.
Elaborate further on how the partnership between NuVu, Florida Southern, and of course All Saints Academy was formed.
We actually called Saeed Arida, who's the CEO, the Chief Excitement Officer, he calls himself.
That is a cool title.
Yeah, it's a very cool title, but he's the Chief Excitement Officer of NuVu. And we called them in Cambridge and just said that we'd heard about them, that we're interested in what they were doing. We knew that they'd worked with a school up in Boston, and we were really interested in, you know, what we might be able to do with them here. The partnership with Florida Southern was kind of a no-brainer. I mean, you know, they have that Frank Lloyd Wright campus, and it's a beautiful campus, and they'd been doing some things with All Saints already in terms of just, you know, having guest lecturers and having students visit their campus and sit in on some classes. And so what we really hoped to do was extend that by kind of combining forces and finding a way for everyone to work together. And like I said, hopefully eventually offer college credit for something like this.
Have you had any students that have gone through it in the past, gone on to do anything? Are there success stories with it yet, or are we still in the beginning stages?
Well, Jeannine is actually teaching a class that is entirely predicated on students, you know, working with this stuff in the past.
I went up to Cambridge this past summer and spent a week in the NuVu studio, seeing how it was run, being kind of trained on how to be a coach and not teach, to just let the opportunities arise when they can. And so now, with the help of Ryan, designed a course, and they are creating their own athletic sport. So we did history first, researching how sports evolved. Then they had to teach the class different sports: archery, ultimate frisbee, rollerblading, like roller derby we talked about. And they've narrowed it down through panel discussions with faculty of of this new sport, which they're doing, which involves architecture and speed and accuracy all in one. So,
well, Ryan had said something to the effect of, you know, how we think of a classroom. You know, desks, students, teacher up front. You experienced it front line. What
Right.
exactly is the teaching environment with that?
It's giving guidelines, but not really telling how those guidelines can be done. For example, the other day they knew that their field was going to be 120 feet by 120 feet. Well, they're 7th graders, so they didn't really know how long it would be from corner to corner. And so now it was, well, how can you find out? You can find this out. Oh, we can. We can go. We spent a week setting up our classroom, which it is. All the tables are pushed to the side. There are chairs, just so they can move them around wherever they want. They make the classroom list for us to go get. What type of paper, pens, what they need for supplies for the classroom. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, we got just a little bit of time left. If you could encourage parents at home to get involved in this, to get their kids involved in this program itself.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have a residential option, so even if parents don't want to drive their kids every day to Florida Southern College, they can stay there, and there's a whole residential option to go along with it. If anyone wants more information, all they have to do is contact me, and my email address is rwalsh@allsaintsacademy.com.
I think parents would be surprised how excited their kids will be learning this, actually building their own program at NuVu. They'll just get excited to go every day, excited to put things together. The teamwork is unbelievable. And then the final project that they do in front of Florida Southern faculty, All Saints faculty, plus NuVu, they are full excitement and proud of what they've been doing for 2 weeks.
Brian, Jeannine, thank you for coming on today. I appreciate you spending time with us and letting us know about all the exciting things happening at All Saints Academy.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
And I really encourage you as parents to let the children check out the NuVu program. NuVu is it's a summer program going on June 10th through the 21st and June 24th through July 5th. It's a Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And there's an optional studio time from 3 to 4. It all happens on the campus of Florida Southern College on Lake Hollingsworth Drive in Lakeland. The deadline to register is April 25th. Now, if you need more information, you can give All Saints Academy a call at 863-293-5980 or look up the information on the web at lakeland.nuvustudio.com.